Good evening,
Miss Elizabeth,
Mr. Edward.
are you being mean to me?
No.
And what do you call it?
What do you mean, what do I call it?
That's what I said.
When you say Miss Elizabeth, I answer Mr. Edward.
Did you have dinner?
Yes.
What did we have?
We had some of the leftover beef stew.
Okay. Was it good?
Not as good as, yeah, it was okay. Not as good as the first night, though.
Okay. You said What happened?
What do you mean, what happened?
You said,
Oh, I talked to your mother.
Who called?
I called her to see how her foot was doing.
Yep.
And she said that she had cooked a bunch of stuff
Right.
and wanted us to come for dinner either Friday night or Sunday night.
All right.
So I said I would find out from you which would work the best.
I would think Sunday night. Tomorrow night, I don't know about yet.
Right. Well, she said we could play it by ear, I guess, because it's already cooked.
All right. And I did try calling her earlier today.
But Sunday night, we've got a lot of stuff we watch.
Well, I know, but we go where, she eats early.
Oh, okay.
And we record stuff.
Okay.
So how's your DTP?
It misses you.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, it does.
I don't know about that.
Why can't you ever just take my word for it?
I do.
You always have to argue. You always have to say, no, you don't think so.
Well, no, most things I believe you.
Why not that?
Because I don't think you enjoy it.
I do.
You never show it.
Well, we'll add that to my list of deficiencies.
There you go again.
Did you have more trick-or-treaters?
Well, I went over to my neighbor's for about 20 minutes, and because they always make a big pot of chili, and he had invited me to stop by, so I did. We chatted a little bit. I asked him if he still, had his original skylights. He said yes. I said, "Can I see them?" And he said, "Sure." So I went and looked at him and said, "No, yours have been replaced. So you're in good shape." So.
Is this the guy who called?
No, I saw him across the street, and he didn't say a word to me.
Oh.
I told you, he's a strange guy.
Oh. Okay.
He is very strange. Usually when his wife's around, he's not allowed to talk to me. His wife was one of the group that didn't like the fact that I had women here that I wasn't married to. And they were afraid it would give ideas to their husbands.
I see. Okay. So you did that, and you didn't have any other trick-or-treaters?
No, I didn't go over there until after 6, so there were trick-or-treaters until 6. I basically ran out of stuff and decided I was kind of tired of doing it. And then when I came back, there was someone about 7:15, which is technically past the allowable time, but I just said I'm out.
Oh.
And I was going over across the street. I had just run out, and there was a mother and a son coming by, and I said, "It's all gone." And the kid mumbled something, and I said, "What did you say?" And he mumbled it again. I said, "What did you say?" And he said, "What's gone?" So I figured, can't do anything about that. So this is a kid that doesn't look like he's going to be near the top of his class.
All that stuff that you had, you couldn't have pulled out a couple of pieces of the foot-long candy?
I was outside on my way to my neighbor's, so I'm going to say, wait right here. I'll go inside and get something.
All right.
Give me 5 minutes to go inside and get something. The house was locked up, and it was one little kid who already had a huge pail full of stuff. And he needed that.
I didn't realize you were already walking over to your...
I said to you, I was on my way across the street.
Okay.
That's what I mean. You don't listen to me. So, anyway, then there were some high school girls who came by around, like I said, 7:15. I said, all gone.
They understood what that meant?
Yes, they did.
Okay.
But the boy, it was kind of shocking. I mean, it's just shocking. So, anyway, anything else going on?
No. I called Scott and left a message on his cell phone.
He's not going to talk to you.
So, well, we'll see.
I mean, he didn't listen to the text message. Peter said something to him, didn't he?
I would think so by now. I don't know.
So, I mean, he knows there's something up, and whatever he's doing for his father, he knows something. And he's just basically stonewalling you. I mean, that return really does need to be amended. I mean, it is, like I said, you're overpaying. It's wrong in many ways. I mean, who knows what they did with the business return. But, you told me that Michael would take money out of the company in loans so he wouldn't have to pay tax on it.
Mhm.
Well, he's wrong. So he's stupid as well as thinking that he knows better than everyone else. And so is Scott. So, like I said to you, it sounds like there could be tens of thousands of dollars in back taxes, penalties, and interest, and possibly hundreds of thousands of dollars. So, as I keep telling you, you're better off trying to fix it sooner rather than later because, as it compounds, it gets more and more costly. And the first thing they're going to come for is the house. You need to you need to get involved in fixing it. I mean, they can't take the company because Michael will say there is no company. I stopped working, nothing's there. So that's why I've been trying to strongly suggest to you taking whatever steps you're willing to adopt to put a stop to some of these things. The other thing you may want to start looking into is trying to sell that property, the vacant property in Santa Fe, as the market starts getting better.
Mhm.
But Michael shouldn't be able to sell it because he'll take all the money and use it immediately himself or buy a car or something instead of paying off the second mortgage on the house, which he doesn't care about anymore because he knows he'll never live in it. So he figures he's sucked all the money out of 1420 he can with two mortgages, and if he sells the property that was purchased with the second mortgage, he'll just take the cash and run with it. You really need to do something to curtail that. And the fact that Scott can't call you back after all you did for him when you were down there and everything else, It's not like he's been that busy. It sounds like he's seldom there, and you know if he's not there, he's not working. Right? Hello?
I don't know what to think.
Well, you know, the only place he can work is in the, you know, the old dining room area of the townhouse, right?
Yeah.
Because that's where his computers are.
Mm-hmm.
So if he's not there, then he's certainly not working. He's just doing whatever he wants. Right?
I guess.
Well, I mean, you know, if you want me to butt out, just tell me.
It isn't necessary for you to remind me with every conversation the dire straits I'm in.
Well, not that you're in, that you could be in. I mean, Scott clearly doesn't know what he's doing, and he clearly doesn't realize what he's doing to you, or if he does, it's even worse. You know, he thinks that he's told you that everything's fine. Well, from looking at that tax return, I know it's not fine. And the fact that he didn't issue a W-2 or didn't give you a copy, and that you haven't seen the business return, I mean, it's just too many things there. Plus, did he give you the information you need to access your HSA account? Did he?
I have a password.
Do you have an account number? Do you know what institution it's in?
Yeah.
Where is it?
Wells Fargo.
And when was the last time you looked at that account?
I don't know that I've ever looked at it.
Well, that's what I mean. Don't you think it might be interesting to find out what's going on there?
Fine.
What?
Fine.
I mean, it's just like the account that he's depositing your supposed paycheck into. You said you haven't checked that. Don't you think you should do that?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it's not bad enough that he's committing tax fraud and tax evasion. You know, but you just say, okay, fine, go do it. Anyway, all right, you don't want to talk to me anymore. I'll let you go. Try to enjoy some of the evening, all right?
How?
You can go watch White Collar,
Oh,
and you
that'll
cannot
make
talk
everything,
to me. That'll make you happy.
that'll make everything okay by watching White Collar.
Well, I keep telling you, the longer things go, you know, on this, I think the worse it gets. You know, again, taking that $85,000 out of that account and paying double taxation and a penalty on it. So he's taking, you know, $500,000 and spending it and hiding it, plus the $85,000 in addition.
How do you know that?
I've explained it to you.
I mean, it's just like the other day you said that he bought Karen a car. Where does this come from?
It was a facetious conjecture. But he's certainly spending lots of money, and why should he buy her a car or whatever else he does for her, and you can't even get reimbursed for that surgery? I mean, there are hundreds of thousands of dollars that are unexplained how they disappeared. And that's just 1 year is $400,000. Even $350. I mean, don't you want to know where your $350,000 went to? And again, you have no retirement account at all, because he hides it, and the one account that was there, he went and spent on Karen.
He didn't spend it on Karen. He cleaned up Scott's mess.
Well, he should have done that a long time ago, and that's not what you told me that money was used for.
Yes, I did.
You told me it was used to pay off the American Express account,
Yeah.
which included a lot of things for Karen.
No, that all happened before Karen.
Liz, he paid it off in 2012. Scott had been out of the state for years. There shouldn't have been anything left to pay off in 2012. Even Scott made a comment about how the American Express account had been paid off. I doubt that was still Scott's stuff years later. When did Scott leave Illinois? 4 years ago? 5 years ago?
Well, it just serves to reinforce how stupid I am.
That's your usual answer. That's not a good answer.
Well, that is the answer, though.
I think the answer is how stupid Scott is. You know, he complains about how everyone is stupid wherever he is in school. Well, you know, interesting that it turns out maybe he's the stupid one, because he couldn't understand what people were doing. He clearly doesn't understand what he's doing with the business side of ZZCI, or the financial side, and he couldn't get that money out of that, what was it, $90,000 out of that account? He just left it there even though he knew that they were going to seize it. You know, that sounds pretty ridiculous and unsmart. Doesn't mean it's you. You're the only one who makes it you. But you need to take steps to put that behind you and find solutions to some of these problems. All right. I'll let you go and do something enjoyable rather than talk to me. So anything else?
No.
All right. Enjoy. Did you ever hear from Denny?
No.
All right. Did you hear from your sister to see if Barry's back home?
No.
All right.
All right. I'll talk to you later.
All right. Take care. Bye.